Hey everyone, Dennis K here with Belize Islands Real Estate. Hope you guys are doing well today. Hey, listen, I've been thinking about doing this little video for a while now, and it's going to explore some of the reasons why people are choosing to uproot their lives, wherever that might be, United States, Canada, Europe, other parts of the world, and move abroad. Now, the move abroad could be simply moving the next country over, or it could be moving to a tropical destination like Belize. It could be maybe even just moving states. So maybe not moving abroad, but just picking up and relocating to a different state or different part of the country that you're living in. And what we're finding though is that people that have that desire to just kind of cut ties with most things that they're familiar with, and if they have that adventurous spirit to want to go off and do something new, to start a new chapter in their life, most of the time it's going to be for one of these six reasons. Now, I'm sure there's dozens, maybe even 100 or more reasons why someone might choose to, for example, leave North America and move to Belize, live on a tropical island such as Hamburger's Key, or maybe on the mainland in the jungle. But in my experience, over dealing with clients over the past 15 years or more, I find that if you really get to talk with them personally on a one-on-one level, maybe over a beer at Secret Beach, or maybe over dinner at Blue Water Grill, that if you talk long enough, they're eventually going to reveal what has drawn them to Belize. And the answers are all over the map, but here are the top six reasons why I found most people are choosing to move to Belize. So let's take them one at a time, and maybe you fall into one of these categories, or maybe you will fall into several of them, because really they're just different reasons why, right? People might choose to do this. So for the first reason is escape. Now, it might seem counterintuitive that people would want to move to Belize to escape something. Most people think of, I don't want to escape anything. I want to move to a beautiful country. I want to move to the Caribbean. I want to immerse myself in an island lifestyle. So really, I'm going there to create something, to surround myself with a lifestyle that I want to build for myself. And maybe that's very different from the one you're living in now. But at the root of this, what we're finding is that ultimately people want to escape something that they find undesirable about where they're currently living in, right? So that could be a stressful job, stressful living situation, stressful climate. Maybe the area that you're living in currently, you don't feel safe, you don't feel secure. Maybe you just don't like what's happening in your area, in your home country. And so you're looking to escape that. And really, where you end up is of less concern than you might think. So, for example, if a person wants to, for example, get out of the cold winters of Toronto, Canada, they could have several places to choose from. They could move to Florida, Arizona, Belize, Mexico, Dominican Republic. So, where exactly isn't as much of a concern to them as finding a nice warm place to enjoy life. They could choose Portugal, they could move to Greece, they could do, all sorts of things. But the escape is what is the motivating factor, what's driving them to leave what they're familiar with. It could be other things that looking to escape. It could be you just where you're living has created a sense of boredom and complacency and apathy. So you're not just feeling stimulated where you're currently living. You're looking for something new. If you're looking for something new and you want to escape the boredom, then there's 150, 200 countries in the world to choose from if you want to just escape and try something new where you're going to be challenged. So what we're finding is that oftentimes my clients contact me. Many times, if I listen close, they're looking to escape something in their life that they feel once they're free of that, they're going to be happier, be more content, be more fulfilled, and just have a better quality of life. All right, so sort of the top two reasons. Number one is the escape. Number two is the ability now to create. Once you've sort of disconnected yourself from whatever it is that's causing you pain and discomfort, now you envision yourself creating a more abundance in your life, right? And it could be an abundance of time, abundance of freedom, abundance of finances, the opportunities to make memories with family, friends, and loved ones. If you're an artistic creative type, it might be having the opportunity to paint, to write, to create music, whatever it is. you feel that this move now is going to give you some ability in order to create more of what you want in your life now that you've distanced yourself from that which you don't want, right? Does that make sense? All right. So the escape now allows you to create. And for some of you, you like the Caribbean, you like Belize because you feel that in this climate, in this area, you're going to have that environment that you think you can thrive in, right? That you think you can now become what you really want to become, right? You can do more, you can become more, you can experience more in life. Now, the third reason is sort of going in hand with the first two, but that is some people are looking for more comfort, right? Now, what does that mean? Well, it can mean physical comfort. They might not be comfortable physically living where they're at, but it could be that moving to Belize is going to offer you some sort of financial comfort. Maybe the cost of living there is going to be cheaper than what you're used to at home. So with better finances, less taxes, you're going to enjoy a more comfortable lifestyle when it comes to your finances, which then translates into other parts of your life. So for example, more money equals more opportunities to maybe do more things, experience more dinners out, travel more, be able to have more money to give to your charities or organizations that are meaningful to you. That's going to bring your life more comfort, right? Now, the fourth one is interesting. Some people are actually looking for additional discomfort in their life. Now, why would that be? Well, because some people are looking for a challenge, right? Why do some people climb Mount Everest? Why do some people choose to skydive or choose to get involved in sports that push them to the limit, right? Maybe long distance running or cycling, because they like that feeling of putting themselves into a discomfortable situation because it just makes them feel alive, right? So some people, they tell me, you know what, Dennis, I'm living in a 5,000 square foot home now, and we have the cars, we have the boats. When we moved to Belize, we're not looking for that. We're looking for the little 2-bedroom Mennonite home. We want to be off grid. We want to feel that, right? What it feels like. Now, obviously, when you're going from a 5,000 square foot home with 2 cars and a boat and everything down to a smaller wooden off grid home on Ambergris Caye, you are going to be less, I would say, comfortable, right? You're looking for that discomfort. Growing your own food, that can be discomforting, right? So it's a challenge to go out and try to figure out how to grow your own food on your own property. But with that comes a reward. And a lot of people are just looking for ways to challenge themselves. On the internet right now, if you looked up, different types of challenges that are safe, that aren't dangerous, you find many people enjoy challenging themselves because that's when they grow. So some people are looking to Belize not to increase their comfort level of their lifestyle, but actually to offer them opportunities to grow through the discomfort. Now, the fifth reason is significance. Some people just feel significant when they're able to achieve certain things that they want to do in life, maybe that their family and friends haven't been able to achieve, but maybe they don't even want to achieve them. So, it takes a rare breed of person to actually move abroad and live as an expat for any length of time. All right. It's not that common, right? In our world, the world that we live in right now, the people that I follow, some of my mentors, business and lifestyle and otherwise, it is common. But for the average person right now living in North America or Europe, it's not too common to just move abroad and to sort of build your new life. And many feel that that gives them feelings of significance. They just feel good when they do that. Not that they're better than anyone else. They're not arrogant about it, but there is a sense of accomplishment when you're able to pull something like that off, right? That's why sometimes people aren't all of people that make the move and make a success of it. And there's forums and there's social media websites where people go to say, okay, how did you do this? How did you actually leave Canada and move somewhere and start a new life? What were the steps that you took? Because people aren't taught that. You don't go to school to learn how to become an expat, how to make this work. And so for someone to be able to take on the challenge and, for example, to buy a piece of property in Belize, whether it be a little piece of vacant land or a little piece of beachfront, work with an architect, get your home built, move down, it comes with a sense of pride, good pride, so significance in that. And some people are looking to add that to their personal resume or to their CV. So when they look back on their life, they say, you know what, I've done all these things in my life that I'm proud of. And one of the biggest accomplishments that I'm happy about is being able to live as an expat, for example, in Belize, or travel the world, or sail across the oceans or something. But it sort of gives them some additional significance in life. And then finally, the sixth reason why people often choose to move abroad is just because when they find themselves in this certain space, in this environment, something changes in them, mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually. They just feel different, and maybe they don't even realize why. And so, for example, if you've traveled any amount of time, maybe you traveled in your home country or maybe even abroad, sometimes you can land on a certain place or show up on a certain place. Like, wow, this is nice. This is going to be a great vacation. But after the vacation ends, you don't have this longing or desire to go back because that area didn't change you, right? You didn't feel really any different other than it was a nice experience. So you got to vacation somewhere and experience something new. But then once in a while, you show up someplace, and within the first day or two, you feel a change come over you. And I felt like this in different parts of the world significantly. Number one is Ambergris Caye. Absolutely felt that there. Ambergris Caye, Caye Caulker. I also felt this in Iceland and in Zermatt, Switzerland, climbing around the Matterhorn. So when I'm in these areas, and kind of like if I had to put my thumb on it, these areas where nature is still wild, you feel somewhat intimidated by where you're at because it's just so different. So for example, on Ambergris Caye, when you're in San Pedro town, sure, there's golf carts and there's a lot of activity, but as soon as you venture north a little bit, as soon as you go out beyond the reef, snorkeling or diving, fishing, you realize, wow, this is out there, right? Like I am in the Caribbean Sea, or I am snorkeling on the second longest barrier reef in the world, and I'm seeing amazing sea life, and the whole world kind of like disappears when you're in these places. I felt like that living in a camper van in Iceland for 2 weeks, or climbing around the Swiss Alps. When you're at those high altitudes, and you just feel like, wow, you know what? The world could be ending around me and I wouldn't even know it because I'm in this special place. And so for some of you, and you know what I mean, if this has happened to you, when you go to Belize and you have those moments, you say to yourself, you know what? I feel so different here, spiritually, emotionally, physically, mentally, that I want more of this in my life. So I'm going to find a way to create these feelings more. It could be by, vacationing in Belize, several weeks a year, or being able to live in Belize several months a year, or maybe even relocate permanently. But you start to take those steps to make that become a reality. All right, so those are just 6 reasons why I've seen people move to Belize. You might have your own. If you do, share those with me in the comments below. And if you'd like to talk about your plans for Belize, maybe how Steph and I can help make them become a reality, go ahead and hit me up on the link below, the Buy Me a Coffee link. I do indeed enjoy my daily Java. Keeps me going, keeps me inspired. I like the way it makes me feel. And yeah, so whether your reasons are to escape, to create, to seek comfort, to seek discomfort, to seek some significance, or just because of the way Belize makes you feel, let me know. And let's see if we can work together. All right, thanks a lot. Hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Ciao.